Welcome to another episode. We have our beautiful guest here, Rocky Hes. She is a good friend. She is a fashion model, and now she's also a writer. She has written her first book. It is called How to Get Started in New York, a Model's Guide.
Yes.
Welcome, Rocky.
Thank you, Nea.
And cheers to your success. We are so happy to have you
Thank you
here.
for having me. Cheers to drink of success.
So for anybody who does not know who Rocky is a fashion model based in New York from Jamaica. She has worked with big names like Sephora, JetBlue, Hugo Boss, Moncler, 17, Sony, United Colors of Benetton. The list goes on and on. I could be talking about that for hours, what she has done. But like I mentioned before, she's now also a writer with her new book. Rocky, thank you so much for being here again. And why don't you tell people about your journey? How did you become a model? How did you get here from Jamaica?
All
that good
right.
stuff.
Thank you so much. Well, hello. I'm Rocky Hes. Thanks for having me on your show, Drink of Success. My journey here, well, I'm from Jamaica, and I came to the United States when I was 13 years old. I was very much a tomboy when I started off. So it wasn't something I wanted to do.
Okay.
But my mom thought I was just too boyish and dressed like a boy, wasn't wearing dresses, didn't want to show my legs. I thought I was too skinny. You know, people made fun of me and said, oh, you're too skinny, you're this. They called me olive oil, they called me all type of names. But I didn't care. So I did care because I wore bigger clothing to, cover that. And one day in my 7th grade, there was a flyer that said, Miss 7th grade pageant.
Okay.
And I took it home with me. My mom saw it and she took me to the audition and the rehearsal they had every Saturday. So I went to learn how to walk, how to be a model, how to be poised, and all of the talk and all these things that they teach you. From there, someone there was a designer, asked me to do a fashion show, and that fashion show was in New Jersey.
Okay.
So I did my first fashion show in New Jersey. And then I did more fashion shows and more fashion shows. Because once you start one show, someone asks you again and again and again. So I started modeling in New Jersey. Okay. Then my hairstylist at the time, Darryl Washington, may he rest in peace. He took me here to New York City to introduce me to Hillary Beckford. And that was my manager for the rest of my teenage years. I was like 22. Mm-hmm. I was signed with her for that long, and she managed me, and I started modeling, and I did 17 magazine with her, Essence magazine, Benetton, and it just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on. And the gays in New York made me very feminine. The men, can you imagine? Men. Yeah.
So it was the men who.
Yes. Okay. They always complimented me. Like, girl, you look good. You know how they are. They always give you beautiful compliments about yourself. And they made me feel good. And, I was like, really? Oh, yeah. You got legs, girl. Oh, my God. They say those things to me. And it just started in my head. I'm like, really? Wow. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay. I started wearing dresses.
Okay.
Little, I started putting on dresses and my heels. I started wearing it into the city, feeling very feminine. So I developed gradually into this wearing dresses.
This
female.
Beautiful
now I'm wearing dresses. Can you imagine on camera? But yeah.
But women, now when you say that, we really have to be more supportive of others, because it's sad to me to hear, like, okay, it was the men who had to bring you up, and it's like why women we have to be, we shouldn't be competing with each other, we should be uplifting each other. Right. But there
are some good women out there that were nice to me, but the men were overdoing it.
That's good.
Girl, you look good. They just made me feel like a princess.
So let's get started with some advice. So anyone, again, like I mentioned before, this is something for you to really learn how to become a model. So from my own experience, I started myself also 20 years ago. That's how I know Rocky.
Yes.
But so the first step, and correct me if I'm wrong, would be to start getting creating your portfolio, so finding good photographers, and also these days, it wasn't like that back in the day. We just had our portfolios, but right now also social media presence is really important. So what is your advice on how to build a good portfolio and social media presence?
Well, for building a portfolio, I would say that first you should just get an agent. I don't advise building a portfolio, then going in reverse.
Really?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't, for me, it doesn't make sense.
Uh-huh.
But I feel you should just get an agent to know where you fit in. Because if you build a portfolio, a fashion portfolio, and you're not a fashion model, then you have wasted all that money. So I don't advise doing that. I advise getting an agent first.
Okay.
And then they put you in your category. Well, we look at you as a fashion model. Well, I don't see you as a fashion model. I don't see you as a commercial model. I see you as this. Then you build onto that.
So for somebody who doesn't know, what is the difference between commercial model, fashion model?
Right. Fashion model is someone that's of a fashion statue, of that edgy look, chiseled cheekbone, full lips. Just that look that's different to the agency that's taking you on. So you could be anything that they feel is edgy. I can't really explain that because it's just a look that they like, So it's 5'8" and up, 0 to 4. Now that has changed a lot. We have social media to answer your first question.
Yes.
Social media has taken on and have changed the game a lot. Influencers, if you have many followers, then a lot of designers will hire you. Before it didn't have to do with social media. It was just how you look. Now it's how many followers you have. So social media has changed the game a lot.
So how do you build that good social media presence? Like somebody who's just, I just opened an Instagram.
Well, again, it has to do a lot to do with your following and followers and how many followers you have.
Followers. What are the good pictures to post and things?
That's something I can't answer because it depends on what people are looking for.
Yeah.
And it could be many different things, right? So
True.
You are a social media influencer. What is it you're into? It could be athletics. It could be fashion. It could be whatever. So whatever that is, you do that, and you do that the best way you know how.
Right. So I guess you're saying stick to your niche.
Whatever you're into,
is that
your
the
niche.
right word?
Yeah.
Niche?
Yeah.
Learning English here too as we go. If you go to an agency without any kind of pictures, what's your advice for new models? How do they find an agency?
Well, you go online, you look up reputable agencies, and then you go to their open call and join that line. If they like you, they will take you on. They will sign you.
And don't get discouraged. I remember when I came to New York first, and I had portfolio. I had been in Milan already, and they're like, I think I went to a good 8 to 10 agencies. It's what Rocky was saying earlier. It's like they're going to tell you, you are too fashion, or you are too commercial, or whatever the case is. So you just have to find your own place, and don't take criticism personally, because you are going to get it always.
Yeah, just have to have that one person that like you. It could be 100 agencies. And one of them like you. That's all that matters. And then you build from there.
What about for somebody who is in the process of looking for an agency, but they haven't found one yet, but they would really like to find some work as a model? How could they find work on their own?
Okay.
Safely, like maybe going on those
no problem
websites. It's just,
for that, you have to just meet photographers, models, makeup artists, people that are in that industry, and there you could get work. Like, for instance, I meet you and I send you work, right? That's safe. You meet a photographer that you have shot with. Hey, we need a model for this job. That's could be considered safe.
Knowing someone to know someone.
That
you know which way you go.
Right. So you have to go out. You have to meet people. You have to mingle, meet other models.
Any websites that you would recommend for?
For modeling, Pacific, New York casting.
Okay.
New York casting.
Okay.
Yeah, New York casting.
Next, they will be going to castings once they find an agency. It can be nerve-wracking to go to a casting and you suddenly have 10, 100, 200 different models there. I personally I'm competing with myself. I want everyone to win. I'm not very competitive, but how do you calm down your nerves when you are there, I guess initially competing for one job with so many different people? Is there a way to
zen?
Yes. What's your advice?
Well, for me, I pray. Yeah. I stay in my own lane.
Okay.
I just relax my mind. I listen to music. I just don't talk when I go to the agency. I stay professional. I stay in my own lane. I try to look up, okay, if I'm going for Tommy Hilfiger, okay, what type of models they use?
Mm-hmm.
How does the models look? And I try to mimic that look sometimes and say, let me just be that. Let me be that. Okay. And, build up my confidence. Like, okay, I could get this job. I could do this. So let me just wear my blue denim jeans, my white t-shirt, stay in my own lane, be professional, not talk to anybody, have the right, my comp card, my digitals. Now it's digitals.
Right.
Just be prepared. Being prepared helps me to be confident.
What about maintaining a professional image? How important is that for a model?
Oh, it's important to maintain a professional image because you never know who you're going to run into, who you're going to see. Because once you look good, people are going to look at you. People are going to ask you questions. The question is, are you a model? Do you model? Yeah, I'm a designer. I have a show. It's good to always be ready. Be ready.
Always be ready, guys.
Be ready.
How do you maintain a healthy mind in this industry?
Well, for me, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't party too much. If I have a job tomorrow at 8 a.m., I'm home. No, you're not getting me out tonight because I have to look ready. I have to be prepared for that job, and that's being professional. So if you have a job at 8 a.m. tomorrow with Christian Dior, the night before, make sure you sleep, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're looking good for that job because they hire you as their slate. So the next day, they're going to be ready to do what they do on you to be ready for them, what they want, right? You can't go there looking crazy and droopy eyes and yawning and sleeping and stinky like alcohol and high. No. You just have to be ready. Oh yeah, my coconut water.
She chose coconut
water, hydrated. Yeah. Hopefully I look hydrated on the camera, but yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, I do feel it the next day when I'm drinking the day before. Oh my God, it's like
it hits
my skin is all red, my eyes are swollen. I don't look good for sure the next day.
It's just got to get that engine.
It's brutal.
Ready.
What has been the most challenging time during your career? Is there something that you had to go through during your modeling years that it just was a challenge, I guess?
See, many challenges in my life. I've had many challenges. You see, it was a time when I went to South Africa, and it was an agent there that I worked with, Max Models, that flew me to South Africa to work for 3 months. But I flew there, they paid for the ticket, and they got me in a model's apartment and everything. But I went in a couple castings, and when I got there, after some time, after like a week or 2 weeks, I found out that I didn't have a work permit. They told me that I had a work permit, and I didn't have a work permit. So that was very bad.
So you go there for nothing, basically?
Yeah. I enjoyed my time, girl. Still my favorite country in the world for now.
She made the best out of that one.
I made the best out of it. I did one job, though. But it was illegal. Just to put that out there, yeah.
Don't say too much. Now they're listening.
It's a long time ago, but that was very challenging, extremely challenging. But I made the best of it. I was all the way in South Africa. I worked, but the rest of the time I couldn't.
How do you feel about aging? Do you think that it's still the same? Do you think that aging is as critical in this industry as it used to be before?
I don't think so. A lot
No.
has changed. Social media has changed that.
Uh-huh.
Now they're using real people because they realize that's where the money is. So you got to go where the money is. So you could be a larger size, a shorter size, whatever color. It's real people that they're using. And that's where the money is.
But aging is good. I love it. I think it's
beautiful.
It's you care less.
Yeah.
When you're younger, you think about everyone's opinion. What do they think?
Right.
And this friend here and this boyfriend there.
No.
And you come to a certain age, like, who cares? Nobody really. If
And
they
every-
don't pay
yeah.
your bills, why do I need
And
their
why would
opinion
you care
from?
anyway? It's your
Yeah.
life.
Exactly.
And we're all younger than someone.
That's right. Right, Gabrielle?
Over there.
Over there. Our,
For the oldest person.
except,
Oh,
except for the old.
right.
He's
We're
the
older
smart-
than someone. Good answer, Gabrielle.
What's the best piece of advice that you have ever received?
The best piece of advice I've ever received
Yes.
is pray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pray.
I think you can't top that out. That's amazing.
Pray.
How do you pray?
How do I pray?
Yes.
Hey, God. I love Nea. I'm so happy for her. And I wish her all the success of drink of success. And I'm so happy that she had me here today. I pray like that. Like I'm talking to him. Yeah.
You
Just
see
like
what a good friend she is? First thing she said, I'm so happy for Nia, but she didn't talk about herself.
No.
That's, you need people like that in your life. That was
Selfless.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. For my friends. Have you ever faced rejection in this industry? And when you do face it, how do you handle it?
Oh my God. Really? Oh my God. I love you. But I have faced rejection. Oh yeah. Girl, a lot.
I have to ask.
And how did I handle it? Next. It wasn't for me. I have to first know that. It's not every job that's for me. Like I'm so secure. If someone send me a casting and I have a friend that look like me, I'm going to send it to her too. Because if you're going to pick me for the job, it's for me. And if I don't get it, it's a rejection. But I'm secure. It wasn't for me. What's for me is for me. And that's just how I feel. That's how I live my life. I'm not worried about that. Would I have wanted the job? Of course. There's a reason why I went.
Right.
But if I don't get it, it's a reason for that. That's why you have to have faith and know God. And whatever you don't get, it wasn't for you. And that's just how I think.
Beautiful.
So I'm not worried about anything like that. No.
Do you have any horror stories from your modeling years? Anything bad that has happened that somebody should avoid?
Well, okay, I do have a horror story. Back to South Africa.
Okay.
Another horror story, unfortunately. Well, young and, just don't know. I'm naive is the word. I had a drink and left the drink thinking I'm with people that are safe. Went to the bathroom, came back, almost died. I had to be rushed to the hospital.
No.
Literally almost died. My face whelped up.
What happened? Because I'm always worried about
Someone
it. So,
put something in my drink, and
but how did you feel it? Like 30 minutes after? Like,
someone
what
put something in my drink.
Yeah.
I sipped it. Like I said, sipped from it after I returned from the bathroom. Left it on the table. Came back from the bathroom, drank it. Within seconds, my face started whelping up to like 90 years old. My breathing cut off. Everything. I couldn't breathe. My face was aging.
Really?
Yeah, it was changing on me like a horror movie, literally. And I had to go to this person in the club. I was to tap on his shoulder. And I was like, look at me. I couldn't talk. And he rushed me to the car and drove. He missed every light. We even got pulled over by the police. The police came. Look at my face. He's like, no, go ahead. He's like, no, go, you guys go. I don't know if they went 100 miles per hour through every light. I made it to the hospital, maybe 5 minutes. That was like 20 minutes away. and they put the mask on me and injected me.
Okay.
And I started breathing. Girl, I almost died in South Africa because
Always.
someone put something in my drink.
Always watch your drink.
So for my advice, just be careful and never drink a drink that you have left unattended. That was my younger age years. So that's the advice.
Rocky, is there any advice, anything that we didn't talk about today that comes to your mind that you would still want to share with anybody watching today, anybody learning? So for somebody who wants to become a model, think about the newcomers.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that we missed? I know there's a lot in the book, but just something you could say briefly.
Oh, for me, I want to say to all the up and coming models to just be positive.
Yeah.
Do what you feel is right. Follow your heart. Follow your instincts. The right steps for me is to go to an agency, get signed to an agency. If you cannot be signed to an agent that is IMG or Wilhelmina or Elite or the top ones, go to a mother agency. Go to a small agency and build from there. Right? Just build from there. Don't think, oh, because Elite didn't take you on or IMG didn't take you on, that you're not a model and you're not beautiful, you're not going to make it. You can make it with a small agency. You can make it with just a manager, but you just have to have the right management. Right?
Yeah.
And just stay in your lane. Stay off the drugs too, and alcohol and partying, and keep yourself young, fresh, work out, eat healthy. And don't rush this thing. It's not something you rush. It's a step by step. Your body is your engine. Your body is your engine. And that's the job. When you work, you're using all of this. Your mind, your body, beauty you have to take care of your skin in and out. Eat healthy, groom yourself, look good, work out. And that's just my advice. And go to a reputable agency. So important. Yeah. But still think and be smart, because not because they're reputable, that doesn't mean that they're not doing things that they're not supposed to do.
True.
Behind the scene. Because it's happened to me in South Africa. And it's a top agency in South Africa. So for me, just use your mind and think, do your own research. Always do your own research, no matter who, what, when, where, how. Do your own research. It's so important.
Yeah.
I get the book, like for real though.
Yes.
Get the book, walk on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answer to that, Nea.
Yeah, if it's meant for you, it will come, right? You're gonna meet the right people, but of course you also have to keep going, and you have to
put the work in.
Put the work in,
You have to put the work
exactly.
in.
Yeah, what's coming up
coming
next? Anything exciting?
Oh my
in your
God,
way?
what's coming up? Just working on independent films, on a movie. I just read the book again. That's another book that the director, Donovan Chin, he's the director of the movie that I'm playing in.
Okay.
As a Jamaican girl, which I am. But that's a project that's coming up. Director Donovan Chin. So we'll be working on that soon. But for now, I'm just pushing my book and getting it out there.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I have my shea butter.
Fashion
I
am.
Am. Natural shea butter.
She's also an entrepreneur.
Oh, yes.
Where can people find the shea butter?
It's Fashion I Am is also on Instagram.
Okay.
Fashion I Am _
How do you
on
make
Instagram.
it? Do you?
Well, I travel to the west of Africa.
Okay.
And I ship it from there to the U.S. Well, I travel back and forth to West Africa, and I come here and I package it here in the United States. So yeah, the shea butter is from the West.
I love this girl. See, she's multi-talented. That's actually another great advice for models. Always have something else. Don't just focus on, I'm just a model and that's it. You always need not just a backup plan, but like have your own projects on the side, create your own products, whatever comes to mind. Now it's so easy with all these, AI. You can build your own websites, and it's easier to create your own products.
Much easier, yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah. Just do what you like.
Yes. Do what you love.
Do what you like, do what you love.
Yes.
Be creative, and make that money. Make that money.
Love that.
That's it.
Thank you so much for coming. We love you.
Thank you for
here.
having me.
You're the best.
You're awesome. Thank you. And much success to Drink of Success.
Thank you.